Alright guys, so without further ado, let's open this up. So inside the reel comes fully assembled. The handle is already on. We also have the Shimano documentation that comes with all the reels. Okay. The first time that I'm opening this reel up. And this is a thousand size reel, so yeah, it's pretty small.
So, clear out the room, I'm coming through, they wanna see what I'm about. Yeah, I got skills, do it for the thrill, I'm on a paper route. Extra, read about it, I'm today's trending topic. I put commas over bullshit, yeah, I put that on mamas. They tryna block all my blessings, they thought I lost for stepping. I bet on me and my team, ISO is what I'm repping. Put on for the whole city, yeah, I got them rocking with me. I bet on me and my team, ISO is what I'm repping. Sending emojis, I'm blowing a pack of that OG. Don't be acting like you know me, and if you did, that's the old me.
Take the end cap off. So, unlike the more heavy duty or more expensive reels, guys, this reel comes with the, it doesn't come with the screw-on handle. It comes with the traditional handle design, where the handle is held in place by this cap when you tighten it. You know, the first thing you realize or you notice, guys, the moment you turn this handle is the fact that you need so little force, rotational inertia to turn this handle. I mean, look at this. Super smooth. The drag clicker is not very loud. Yeah, it's very subtle, the drag sound. Very audible. I like that. It's a little stiff, the bail arm. It's not very soft, and it's very positive. It locks in place with a very positive click once open. Wow, it is super smooth, guys. It is super smooth. So let's talk a little bit about this reel. What Shimano has done with this reel is they've upgraded the main gear to the Hagani gear, which is great. It improves the durability, the overall durability of the reel. It's always good to have a good strong main gear. The anti-reverse feels pretty good. And for this series, the Sahara F5, Shimano has also incorporated the G-free body, and what that means is that they have tried to shift the center of gravity, or the weight of this reel closer to the reel foot. So this provides better balance. The center of gravity would really translate into a better balance once it's mounted onto the rod that you're using, and this allows for a better finesse application when you're working those small lures and jig heads and things like that. that would really help give you a positive feel. Another thing that Shimano has done is that they have incorporated a propulsion line management system, and what this means is that they've redesigned the lip on the spool to enable this reel to cast better or cast further. I don't know how much further this would cast comparatively to the older models, or the reels that do not have this propulsion system, but I mean, that's an improvement. And it also has X-Ship, improves the gear durability, and it's they've supported the main pinion gear on both ends by bearings, so that's always a great thing, especially when you're reeling under load. It gives a better and more solid overall feel for the reel. Now, I had a choice between choosing the NASCI and the Sahara, and the reason I went for the Sahara is that I don't plan to fish this in saltwater at all. I don't, this is going to be used, as I mentioned earlier, mostly for light freshwater finesse applications. And the only difference between the NASCI and the Sahara, apart from the slight cosmetic differences, is the fact that NASCI has a little bit more sealing in the reel. Now that's great, and it's very useful if you're planning to get this reel wet or you're fishing saltwater, but you don't really run into those issues when you're using it for freshwater. So I decided to go for the Sahara, which is also about $25 cheaper. This reel comes in at $80, and the NASCI, I believe, is a tiny bit over $100. So I don't know, maybe I should have gone for the NASCI, because I always get these small reels and promise myself that I'm not going to try them on saltwater, but I end up trying it on saltwater. But I'm pretty adamant to keep this for freshwater use only. So just looking at the specs on the 1000 reel, this reel weighs in at 7.6 ounces. Now, in my opinion, for a 1000 size reel, 7.6 ounces is slightly on the heavy side, especially when you look at comparable divers, especially the LT range. But that's okay. It's not a game changer for me. This comes with 4+1 ball bearings, has a 5:1 gear ratio, so the lower gear ratio is also useful when you're working the small jigs and lures and things like that. And it has 26 inches of line retrieve per crank. This also holds 95 yards of 10-pound Power Pro, 85 yards of 15 pounds, and 65 yards of 20-pound Power Pro, and has a max drag of 7 pounds, baby drag. It's important to note that this reel comes with felt drag washers, and the drag does feel pretty smooth. I just wish the drag clicker was a tiny bit louder. I don't know how well you guys can hear this. It's not very loud, it's very subtle. Yeah guys, so these are my initial impressions of the reel. Seems great. I love the way the reel looks. And for $80, I did a lot of research, and I didn't want to spend a whole lot on a freshwater reel. And for $80, I found that the Sahara had some pretty good features. It was loaded with features and that the other reels in this class did not have. And from the reviews that I've read, this seems to be a pretty decent reel, so I can't wait to start using it. Yeah, the next step is spooling this up with line. I plan to use either 5-pound or 5 to 6-pound mono line, and I can't wait to get some fish on it. Alright guys, I hope that you enjoyed this unboxing. If you like the content, if you like this review, please give this video a like and a subscribe, and make sure to hit the bell button notification so that every time I upload a video, you guys will be notified. Hope to do more reviews and unboxings soon. Thanks guys, catch you guys on the next episode.